Alright, let's get back to our work on the wiring in the engineering, well not the engineering, the aft rear shuttle bit. With that done, there are two key things left to do. Stick the LEDs down, much like we did in the nacelles with some PVA. With that done, there are two key things left to do. Stick the LEDs down with some PVA like we did in the nacelles, and solder the nacelles onto the circuit board. I'm going to solder the nacelles on first, and then stick the LEDs down. And that's because I'm going to want to stick the circuit board down as well, and obviously I can't do that until I've soldered everything onto it. With the nacelles, my 555 negative wires are too short, so I'm going to have to extend them with just a little bit of wire. It's not a thing, it's just unfortunate that I'm going to have to splice in this second bit of wire. Looking at the length of the wires coming out of the nacelle, as you can see, they're way longer than they need to be. So we still need them to be longer than necessary, as when the nacelle goes into the upper position, it's going to drag the wire a tiny bit. So we're going to want to make sure we leave some slack. So I'm going to take it a finger beyond the circuit board, so that we've got a nice safe length. And when I extend the 555 negative, I'll make it match the same length as all the others. That's one nacelle attached. So as ever, we make sure that everything works before moving on, which it appears to be good. So let's attach the second one. And one final test. I'll do these individually. 12 volt rail, fully functioning. 555 LED rail, fully functioning. Okay, the last thing I'll do, and this may be at the end of a video or at the beginning of another, so greetings or goodbye depending, is to mount this board down. Now I want to begin with the bottom piece, which is this one. I want to put this vaguely, oops, note to self, make sure it's the right way up. That would be bad if I mounted it the wrong way up. I want the board to be vaguely in the middle here. So lob down some PVA. To make sure that stays down, I'm just going to take something heavy, like this pair of pliers for example, and do that. There, I'll just make sure that it stays down. Then, with the rear LEDs, we need to do exactly the same as we did for the nacelles, and then mount it in place with some PVA. Now obviously it's going to be tight for space, so we don't want to pile it up too badly, so we're going for more of a volcano than anything else. We just want to make sure that there's a contact on all sides around it to ensure that it's going to stay in place. But that'll do it for this episode. Next time we'll glue down all these LEDs, snap it together, but until then I'm Raven, and that's all from the desk.